Yes guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we have Club World Cup predictions. We're not only going to be predicting the quarterfinals today, we're going to be predicting the tournament winners. So, as you can see here, we have the first quarterfinal, very unexpectedly, is Fluminense against Al Hilal. I'm sure everyone thought, or most people thought at least, that it was going to be Man City against Inter Milan, but that's not the case. They both got beat in the round of 16. So, yeah, if we look at the previous matches, like you can see here, it was a 2-0 win for Fluminense against Inter, scoring right at the start and right at the end of the match. Whereas for Man City, their games were... Whereas Man City, they lost 4-3, and Al Hilal was a very tight game, like it was end-to-end, and goals. I don't think at any point a team was more than one goal up. So it was very close, but Al Hilal did steal the win. But the big players, they're not really that fussed about this tournament probably, and they probably want a holiday at some point, because otherwise pre-season starts soon, so they don't really care too much. But anyway, getting into this game, I'm going to go for... I think Malcolm played really well for Al Hilal, and I do think they're slightly better than the Brazilian side. Yeah, Brazilian. I do think they're slightly better than the Brazilian side, so I'm going to go for Fluminense 1, Al Hilal 3. Let me know what you think in the comments. Right, if we get to the next game, which is on Saturday, well, the rest all are on Saturday, is Palmeiras versus Chelsea. Chelsea, a very solid side. They've been looking good. They beat Benfica in good style. Well, in extra time anyway. They weren't very great in the first 90, but once it got to extra time, they were just the better side. They had better, better, I can't think of it, but yeah, they were better stamina maybe, but yeah. And then Palmeiras, they played against Botafogo, and quite unexpectedly, they did beat them. I expected Botafogo to win, as they did win the Copa Libertadores not that long ago, and they've been looking really, really strong in this competition. So, for this game, I think Chelsea will be too strong again. They've got an easy route to the final. If they beat Palmeiras here, they'll play Al Hilal, if I've predicted it correct. That could be tight, because Chelsea can have an off day sometimes, but I think Chelsea will win that too. But, obviously, I'll come to that prediction in a minute. But for this game, I'm going to go 4-1 to Chelsea. That's right, a big win for Chelsea. And then next we've got the big one. Arguably the biggest game of the whole competition so far. PSG against Bayern Munich. This game's going to be massive. We've got the Champions League winners against European giants Bayern Munich. Well, they're both European giants. And even though PSG did manage to get the win earlier, against... in the Champions League, they won the final there. I think Bayern Munich will be slightly better here, because I think they're the better side overall. PSG, they beat Inter Miami 4-0. They did lose to Botafogo. They also beat Atletico Madrid 4-0. So unpredictable slightly in this competition. Whereas Bayern Munich, they lost 1-0 to Benfica, who Chelsea did go on to beat. And they beat Flamengo, who Chelsea did also lose to. So this competition has been very unpredictable. And I do think a lot of people would say PSG for this game. So I'm going to go for PSG 1, Bayern Munich 2. I'm going to be different, and I think Bayern Munich will have enough to win this game. And then we'll look to, for some reason it hasn't fully updated on here yet, but it is Real Madrid against Borussia Dortmund. So I'll predict this game by going to, quickly, I will go to Real Madrid, and then... there we go. So, Real Madrid in this competition, they have beat Salzburg 3-0, beat Pachuca, I think it is, 3-1, and they've drew with Al Hilal, so they've had a decent tournament, a bit of a rough start, but they've been getting good since. And Juventus, on the other hand, not Juventus, sorry, and Borussia Dortmund, on the other hand, they've been playing well, and yeah. So I think it will be a tight game. Jude Bellingham against Joe Bellingham, so you never really know who's going to win. But I'd say this one will go 4-0 to Real Madrid. Because a lot of people have been saying, well, I meant, you never know who's to win. Like, a lot of people have been saying Joe Bellingham's been starting better than Jude Bellingham at Dortmund. But I still think Jude Bellingham's by far the better player. And Real Madrid will have the upper hand here. So 4-0 I am going, and that will take Real Madrid into the semi-finals. So if I have predicted correct, it will be Chelsea versus Chelsea versus Al Hilal in the semi-final, and I think that will be tight, like I said earlier, but I also did say earlier I think Chelsea will take it. I think Cole Palmer will score, Liam Delap, and it will just be tight, but Chelsea will get maybe a goal on injury time in the first half and then seal it off with like a 65th minute goal to win 2-0. And then Bayern Munich against Real Madrid. That'll be another massive game. Two tough games in a row for both these sides. This is definitely the much harder bracket, and I think this is where Real Madrid will go out, because sometimes Real Madrid, they're sometimes really good, but they're sometimes off it a bit, and I don't think their players will care that much. Whereas Bayern Munich, they haven't won a major trophy since like the Champions League since 2021, so they'll want this one more against the big sides. So I do think Bayern Munich will take it here. I think it will be 2-0 to Bayern Munich with a goal from Jamal Musiala. Actually, I think Jamal Musiala will score both the goals. And then we get to the final. This is it, where we go. The final of the game is in 12 days on the 13th of July, and I'm predicting it to be Chelsea versus Bayern Munich. Now this game, a lot of people, if it does turn out to be like this, a lot of people will say a Bayern Munich win, and I don't think I'm going to disagree with them, because Chelsea, I just don't think they've got enough to win a major tournament. They've been playing alright, and they've had a very easy bracket, whereas Bayern Munich, they've had to work real hard to get there, and I think they'll just be more determined to get that win over the line and secure the trophy. So I'm going to go for Chelsea 1, Bayern Munich 4. If we look at the scorers again here, we'll go to Bayern Munich. They have been strong, but I think Harry Kane is going to get a goal. Actually, I think Harry Kane's going to get 2 goals and have a standout performance in the final to win another trophy. And Musiala with 2. He'll have a great tournament as well. And then Chelsea's goal, I'm going to go with a Cole Palmer penalty, because you can always rely on Cole Palmer to score from the spot. So there you go, my Club World Cup 2025 predictions. Let me know if you think anything different. And yes, so my winners are Bayern Munich. In the comments, let me know who you think your winners are. Please like, subscribe, and share this with a friend if you enjoyed the video. So yeah, there's lots more good things coming on the channel, lots more vlogs as soon as the football season starts in August. So stick around, and I'll see you in the next one.